Okay, this is a typical Neapolitan-style presepio. In 1223, Francis of Assisi, St. Francis of Assisi, wanted the people to see the poverty of Jesus in Bethlehem. So what he did is he had the people reenact the scene of Bethlehem. He had somebody dressed up like Jesus, Mary, and the wise men, of course. But everybody else was in their own clothes. There were many, many shepherds there, and the shepherds played the bagpipe, and they played the recorder and the flute. And St. Francis started this idea, and it spread. The idea spread, and people have been making un presepio all over Italy. Presepio means manger. We call it presepio in Italian. In American, we call it the nativity scene. But however, the Neapolitans, what they do, what I love about the Neapolitans is that Jesus is born right in their town, some town near Naples, and you could see from this presepio that only Jesus and Mary are dressed, in the clothes at that time, and the wise men coming in, and I just have a few shepherds dressed at that time of the birth of Jesus, but everybody else are little Italian guys. All right, the women, there's all the sheep, and here's Giovanni. He's just fishing. And here there's one shepherd sleeping. He's dressed just like a shepherd, you see. And when I was in Italy, you would see them. They dressed that way, and they play the bagpipe before all the shrines of Madonna and Child. Now here is this guy, I call him Piccolino, and this guy, I call him Oleg. He's lazy, Oleg Francesco. He's lazy, and he's sleeping. And they're telling him, get up, we got to play for the baby Jesus. Now I tried to put the smaller statues in the back so we get a good idea, of space. The smaller figures are in the back. If you can see, there's a man right. Look at that man there. There's a man there, right? You see over there? Look, he's a smaller guy. And look at the houses on top of the mountains. Okay. Any questions? Any questions?
Why is it not, Professor, like a stable?
Why is it not like a stable? Well, actually, Jesus was born in a cave, in a stable cave, where the shepherds kept their sheep and animals. The reason the Neapolitans use they use the ruins of a temple because Jesus Christ is the new God, so to speak. He is the sol invictus. He is the Son of Justice, S-U-N. In Latin, they had the Sun Invictus, the sunshine, Invictus means unconquerable. But he is the new God, and that's why in the Neapolitan tradition, which I love, they have in the background a temple, or Greco-Romano style temple. Isn't that beautiful?
It is just lovely.
And look at the three wise men coming. And then I have over here, I have the Italian shepherds out, they are performing the so-called, when the angel appears to them, see? And there were shepherds in the field at night, keeping watch over their flock by night. And suddenly the angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone right and round about them. And they were sore afraid. By the way, there's heaven. Okay?
Yes, see the angels.
Yep. And I have the servants of the wise men. Look, all the camels coming in. See? This camel comes from Jerusalem. I put him there. It doesn't belong there, but I put him there. He's from Jerusalem. Okay?
Surprised you chose a pink background.
But now, look at the Roman guy. He's ready to, ask questions to the people coming into Bethlehem. Isn't that beautiful? Look at this guy with the donkey here.
I was going to ask you, Professor, to describe that scene.
Yeah, well,
amidst the letters SPQR.
Well, the SPQR, that means in Latin the Senate and the people of Rome. It's actually from Latin Senatus Populusque. Que means and. It's attached to the word. Also et means and Rome or Romanus. Rome means of Rome. And that was Christ was born during the Pax Romana, when there was peace on earth. Even St. Paul says it. When it was the fullness of time, God decided to become a man. And that's it. He became a tiny baby, a helpless tiny baby. And that's the beauty. I love the idea, especially of the Italians, because he's born right in their midst, and everything was copied from this idea of Christ being born right in your midst, see, in your town, because the Germans do it, the French do it, they all do it. They all copied from the Italians. But we got to thank St. Francis. I put him way up there, you see? We got to thank him because he started everything. And then in honor of the baby Jesus, I have happy birthday to the infant of Prague. That's a very famous image, a very famous icon in Prague. There's a great story about that, by the way. You were there?
You know I was in Prague this past summer.
Oh, yeah? So you must have gone to that shrine, I hope.
Yes, I did. Of
Beautiful,
course I went
beautiful.
there.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Anything else you want to know? You asked me about Senatusque Populus, Senatus Populusque Romanus. You asked me that. You asked me about the temple. You see how they're dressed? Like Italian shepherds, you see? See? A few ladies coming in. And look at that lady over there with the jar of water on her head. Isn't that cute? I call her Philomena, that one over there. You see that? I have names for all these things. And I have names for some of the sheep too. I mean, I've been collecting these for over 40 years.
I was going to say, is that
You know, I have Italian statues, and I even have some.
original.
You can tell the American statues are not as beautiful. Like the servants over here. You see the servants of the wise men? They're not as beautiful as the Italian statues. You see the Italian statues? How beautiful. And these are American made. But look, that's in Italian, that's in American, you see? So I've been collecting these for years. You got the three wise men coming in? These characters here? They're dressed, of course.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So and what about
Sure
the
I
sheep?
do.
You got that guy, you see? And
Yep.
They're telling Oleg, get up. We have to play for the baby Jesus. And you know, Sant'Alfonso de Liguori, he wrote the most beautiful poetry about the birth of Christ. He wrote not only in Italian, but he also wrote in the Neapolitan language, because it's really a language because it has so much literature. And when he said when the baby Jesus was born, it was midnight, but it looked like midday. And never the stars were seen so bright, and the brightest one went to call the Magi in the east. It's so beautiful. Let me say it in Napoletano. He says, Quando nascetto ninno a Betlem, era notte ma pareva mezzogiorno, ma il stella lucente bella si vedettera così, e a più lucente ietta chiamare i magi all'Oriente. Isn't that beautiful? That's just the opening of a beautiful poem. Beautiful poem. All right, so any more questions, my student?
Well, Professor, this will be posted to YouTube.
Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure always to view this scene. There's
Every
something
year
different.
you gotta see, you come to
different
see it every year.
and I'm sure that
It's not
there's
different. It's just that it's not that they're different. It's just that I arranged them differently. I can't remember exactly.
How long does it take you to arrange this?
It takes many, many hours. I do it in about 3 days because I'm into details, you know. Oh, by the way, the reason why I have a rose there by the Blessed Mother is because one of her titles is the mystical rose. She gave birth to the perfume, which is Jesus Christ, who is Son of God and Son of Mary. He became a human being, but he always was God, always. He never ceased being God. Okay?
God bless and Merry Christmas all.
Thank you. Buon Natale a tutti. Merry Christmas to everyone.
And God love you.